Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of King versus Johnson. You've been dating for 2 years and living together. Your love and relationship, however, is in jeopardy because you believe Mr. Johnson is cheating. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're going to talk about that, but I want to know how you all met.
Me and Mr. Johnson met in 2015 at his brother's barbershop. He came in from work, I was getting my eyebrows waxed, and I saw a young man who was handsome. So I had approached him like, can I have your number? So he gave me his number, and we started communicating within 2 weeks later, and we were just best friends, and we started getting serious to the point I left everything I had to move to Little Rock, Arkansas for him, and everything was just perfect. It was like I was his queen and he was my king, and it was perfect. Like couldn't nothing tear us apart. Like we was just Bonnie and Clyde. We were perfect. Perfect.
I know you went in to the barbershop for maybe, a lineup or a fade or something.
Yes, sir.
You came out with more than what you bargained for.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Who knew the barbershop was the next pickup place? Who knew?
Who knew? So, my question is this. You're saying it was perfect. Mm-hmm. What did you think when you met her?
It was lovely to me, I like a lady who knows what she wants. So obviously I was that guy. The chemistry was just there. So, it was just something that just happened, and I just went with the flow with it.
All right, so things are perfect. So how have you ended up here talking about Mr. Johnson is cheating?
Okay, I decided that I want to go through his phone one day, and I see, I'm at your house, I'm in your bed waiting on you. I'm like, hold on, really?
I wasn't
Okay,
in
Ms.
her
King,
bed.
so you submitted to the court your recollection of what that text message was.
Yes.
And it was from Mr. Johnson to another woman, and it says, I'm waiting in your bed.
Yes.
And you were concerned about that, I presume.
I was.
So did you talk to him about it?
I did.
All right, I can't wait to hear what that conversation is like.
So when I approached him about it, he was taking a bath and he jumped out the tub and like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you know what I'm talking about. So he's like, okay, baby, it wasn't nothing like that. I apologize. We had actually gotten a big conflict and I had left.
All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm waiting for your explanation.
The text message wasn't saying I was in her bed.
Yes, it was.
I was at her house.
Time out.
So,
wait a minute. Hold on, love.
you got this?
I got this.
You got this?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So here's the deal. I'm a woman. She's a woman. I misread stuff. I'm not going to make the mistake if I find a message in Mr. Cutler's phone that says, I'm at your house versus I'm in your bed waiting. That is a big difference.
Yeah, but
if you say,
text message
I'm on her couch versus I'm on her bed.
No, ma'am. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm trying to.
What you got?
I'm just saying. The text message must have been misread, but I was at her house, but I was not in her bed.
Yeah.
Did you end up in her bed?
I never ended up in her bed, ever.
That's false.
Is that your only concern regarding that particular woman?
No.
Because you think this text message means something. I mean, I'm waiting in your bed.
It means something, because a month later, I'm calling him like, where you at? He's like, I'm with some homeboys. So he's telling me to meet him at his house. So I meet him there and I call him like, where you at? He like, I'm over here on Fillmore with my homeboys. And I'm like, okay. So as we're talking and actually getting into it, I hear the same woman that he was texting in his background. Obviously, I think he put the phone on speakerphone, and he was like, hey, this girl trying to tell me I ain't with y'all, my homeboys. And so when he said that, the woman was like, Shantae, you need to leave that boy alone.
Some of my homeboys.
So
this other woman called you by name?
Yeah, she knows me personally. So when I pull up, She was sitting in the chair and he was standing over top of her, hugging and kissing her. And I jumped out the car and I immediately went crazy. Like, I turned into the devil. You heard me? I turned into the devil.
Okay, when you say hugging and kissing, like, I just want to be clear. Was it a peck on the cheek or was he kissing her?
He was kissing her.
Like a real happy birthday
Yes,
kiss?
like,
That's false.
mwah type. Yes, he was kissing her.
That's false.
No, it's not.
Okay, she says that she saw you kissing this woman.
Is this another one of those things that women know the difference between a peck on the cheek and a kiss? I mean, if she saw, she's not gonna mix that up. Is that?
You being funny.
I'm confirming.
No.
Yes,
Because you said, you found a text your man's phone that says you're waiting in a bed.
Yes.
You're not gonna misread that.
No.
Similarly, if you roll up and your man is kissing on some woman, you're not gonna mistake a peck on the cheek for something more.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm confirming that.
Yes, no, you're confirming it exactly so. Mr. Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss King is saying she saw you kissing another woman, hugging and kissing her for a birthday?
Yeah.
For a birthday.
And this is the same woman. This is the same woman that sent this text.
I understand, Mr. King. I understand what she's saying.
This is the same woman he sent the text to.
What she's saying is I kissed her on the cheek and I had gave her a hug because it had just turned like 12 o'clock. So
now you're admitting it. No.
So she's saying like we was French kissing or something.
But you told me you didn't kiss her at all.
I just hugged and kissed her. No, I did admit that.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
You said you didn't kiss her
Mr.
at all.
Johnson,
like,
you're saying
it's just like you would do for any one of your friends or anybody. You just. Mwah, happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? That's all it was.
Okay, Your Honor.
Happy birthday.
Your Honor.
Yeah,
So why does he?
At the exact moment that you...
it's ironic.
So you're the unluckiest man in the world.
It's more than ironic.
So you're saying you never had sex with this woman?
No.
So why do when you get mad, that's the first place you run? When you get mad. You run there when you get mad. Why?
Like, I just go over there just to blow off some steam, but it is nothing sexual going on or nothing like that.
You say you going over there to blow off steam?
Yes, because she
you know what that
like
means?
She like...
Yeah. What's that look like?
Okay. Well, I just go over there just to chill out, Like
you know what chilling out?
I've been knowing
you know what
her,
chilling out means
I've been knowing her for a very long time. Very long time. So
is this a woman that you have been
intimate
with before?
Yeah, like in high school. But that was like
let me just tell
way
you.
before I even knew her.
All right. However this pans out, if you lucky enough to convince her to stay with you, leave her alone.
Yes, ma'am.
Blow steam elsewhere.
Ms. King, are there any other women that you're concerned about? Any other women you caught him with?
Yes, Your Honor, it is. We had gotten into a conflict and we were in 2 different households. And I had called him and I was like, what are you doing? I'm on my way to the house. He was like, well, I'm with my ex-friend and my kids at the playground. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll be there. So when I pull up, I put my key in the door and it's something blocking the door to where I can't get in. I look in the window. I'm like, the couch is blocking the door. Why is the couch blocking the door?
Is that where you normally keep the couches in front of the door?
No,
I'm just checking.
Really?
No, ma'am.
No, I just want to be sure.
Really?
You get to the front door, you can't get in. What do you do next?
I'm looking through the windows and I'm calling his phone at the same time and he's not answering my phone calls. So now, to this point, I'm panicking. So I walk around the house and he has that door blocked off as well.
How does he have it blocked up?
He had the chair underneath the doorknob. So now at this point, I'm pissed. I go back to the front of the house and I look and that's when I see a woman. I instantly punch the window out. And that's when I get to busting all the windows. And when I got in the house, he had no shirt on. He was tying up his pajama pants. And I'm asking him what's going on. And he's telling me that the woman asked for a glass of water.
Okay,
she gotta
wait a
come
minute.
in the house for a glass of water?
Okay, so did you know the woman?
No.
Was she clothed when you saw her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda, I didn't see her like that, but I seen the woman.
You saw a woman. And once you saw a woman, it was game on. It didn't matter what she had clothes on or not.
Well, I'm just trying to get, what was going on. If she had, all right, Mr. Johnson, I'm gonna sit back for this one. Cause this is gonna be, I know this is gonna be real rich.
All right, this is what happened, okay?
What happened was,
yes.
Okay. Now, this particular day, my homegirl, she was walking home. She stopped by, she did get a glass of water, and she sat there for a minute, and we were just talking. That's it.
How far does your homegirl live from you?
She lives quite some ways.
Okay, the woman's walking down the street. She's a long way from home.
Walking down the street.
Walking down the street, a long way from home.
A long way
Now,
from
she
home.
stops by your house. Does she stop by just to get a glass of water, or does she stop by to talk to you and you offered her a glass of water at some point?
Yeah,
Which one of those?
She just got a glass. She asked for a glass of water. It was hot that day.
Okay.
Who's there?
Hey, look, can I get a glass of water? I'm a long way from home. Can I get a glass of water?
Yeah, and hold on, let me move this couch.
It wasn't like that. I know had I let Miss King come in, she it would have looked funny
Bad?
anyway. Yeah.
You think?
Okay, let's cut it down to the brass tacks. Did that woman get more than water?
No, ma'am.
Did she come over and have sex with you?
No, ma'am.
You're telling this court
Yeah.
you barricaded your house up to give a
keep
woman
her-
a glass of water,
to keep-
and you did not have sex with her.
I did not have
You
sex with-
weren't blowing off any steam.
I did it in order for her not to get beat up by Miss King.
But it's my house she in. Why not?
So it was worth her breaking out how many windows?
5.
You broke out 5 windows.
Yes.
Were you trying to get in to save him or get in to get at the
I was
woman?
trying to get her.
Was she in the house when you got in the house?
She was sliding out. He was sliding her out the back door by the time I made it in. So he was sliding her out the back.
Here's a question I have for you, Ms. King. You are here for answers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If you get answers, and those answers are that he has cheated, what is at stake?
I'm leaving.
So you're done.
I'm done. I'm done.
You understand that if it comes out that you are in fact cheating,
yeah, but I haven't
Miss King-
cheated, so I'm not worried about it.
you have not slept with any of these women.
That's correct.
And you haven't slept with anyone since you've been with her.
No, ma'am.
And Miss King, you don't believe him?
I don't believe him.
Well,
I don't believe him.
it's a little hinky.
Yes.
It's
Well-
understandable.
To get to the bottom of these cheating allegations, the court ordered a polygraph examination of Mr. Johnson, and we have those results.
All right.
Ron, please escort certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams into the courtroom.
Yes, Sean.
Ms. Williams, how are you today?
Doing great. How are you doing, Judge?
It is good to see you.
Ma'am?
How are you, Mr. Williams?
Would you state your credentials for the court, please?
I'm a certified state polygraph examiner and have been for the last 25 years. I have over 700 polygraphs to my credit.
Now, in this case, you conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Johnson. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And he was asked, the day Miss King confronted you on your friend's front porch, did you have physical sexual contact with that woman on that day? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that on this question, the subject was being... The lie detector determined that on this question, the subject was being deceptive.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnson, what sexual contact did you have with this woman on that day?
None. I haven't had sexual contact with her since high school.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
I mean-
like,
All right.
Mr. Williams,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson was asked, on the day that Ms. King confronted you at your home with another woman and windows were broken, did you have physical sexual contact with that woman? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
There was significant physiological responses to this question, which indicated he was being deceptive.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey,
Mr. Johnson.
I'm just as shocked as everybody in here.
I don't think anybody's
nobody's shocked.
Nobody's shocked.
You're the only one that's shocked because
I haven't. What I'm telling you,
No.
I haven't had sexual contact with nobody else in 2 years except for one person, and she knows about that. That's it.
what's going to happen with your relationship with Mr. Johnson?
I'm done. There's nothing gonna happen. I'm completely done.
I haven't cheated on her or nothing. I only slept with one other person in 2 years besides her.
I know that you are like, I'm done. So, Mr. Johnson,
Yeah.
if you get another good woman, you need to figure out how to stay out of the way of trouble.
Ms. King, I know the truth hurts. I know this has been a painful experience for you. This court has resources available to you as you move forward. But as we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a good relationship. Court is adjourned.